So let's go back here to 1 Peter chapter 4, and verse 8. You can take it at 7 again. 1 Peter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, of a sober mind, okay, or in your right mind, and watch unto prayer. Pray always. Watch and pray. Okay. All right. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourself, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Fervent is really without season. Charity is love. Okay. So if you ain't disciplined, you're not gonna display that. Okay. The scripture say, love one another as I have loved thee. Okay. So let's go right here to the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. Okay. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as the Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is love, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, but ye, and be ye thankful. Let the word of Mashiach dwell in you, richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and in hymns and in spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Okay? And all this is charity, which is love. As I say, admonishing one another, correcting one another, rebuking one another, uplifting one another, encouraging one another. Okay? Directing. Okay? And all this is love. Okay? It's a fervent. Okay? Which is without season. Okay? Doing this to amount the brotherhood to one another. Okay? If you ain't disciplined, you ain't gonna do that. 1 Corinthians 13, 1-8. Okay? Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Okay? If you flicking saying you love the brothers and all that and stuff, but you ain't disciplined, you out of order, you heard Paul say, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Alright, meaning shoot, you ain't nothing. You just a man who just ringing, ringing those drums and those bells. That's all. Like we say over here, you just an empty barrel. Okay? And though I have the gift of prophecy and of understanding, and understand of all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have faith, I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing. So you have all this power or all this gift. You know how to speak in Hebrew. You know how to quote precepts. You could break down precepts. You know all that. Okay? Okay? But if you don't have love, and love towards your brothers, you ain't nothing. Okay? You ain't nothing. As long as you ain't discipline, and have faith, and have patience, you ain't nothing. You're not going to benefit. Okay? And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I gave my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profit me nothing. Okay? So you say you less like the rich man, you give to the poor and do this and all that. Okay? You keep all the commandments from the youth up and all that. But if you ain't following Yahweh Shem Yahushai and be disciplined and displaying characteristics of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay, and being in code of conduct, all right, you ain't gonna benefit. Okay, you don't want to hear, "Depart from me, I know you not." Okay, charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunted not itself, is not puffed up, doeth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail, whether there be tongues, they shall cease, whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. Okay? So most of all, if you don't have love, if you're not disciplined, you could be doing all that there is. If you don't have charity, you ain't nothing. If you ain't disciplined, you ain't nothing. Because if you discipline, then you will have charity. If you discipline, okay, then you will benefit from this word. If you discipline, then you will see, or people will see the efficacy of this word through you. Okay? So yeah, man. That's it. John, Salak. We can hit 1 John, chapter 4, in verse 8. Check this. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. He that loveth not knoweth not the Most High, for the Most High is love. So you could be doing all these things if you don't have charity or have love in your heart towards your brother, the brotherhood. Because a brother may say he may love this brother or that brother, but what happened to the next brother who in the camp? You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's go back here to 1 Peter. Okay. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 8. Above all things, have fervent charity. Fervent, okay, which is without ceasing. Charity is love among yourselves, for charity shall cover multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. Okay, be generous one to another, and grudging means murmuring, as secret debate among brethren. Okay, so when you murmur, okay, it shows that you don't like something about that brother, or you talking to another brother about another brother. Okay, so as the scripture says, use hospitality. Okay, be generous one to another without murmuring. Okay. All right, so let's go right here to Hebrews chapter 13, 1 and 2. Okay, let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. The brother in the camp, okay, the Spirit of the Lord could be on him heavily. The one who you say, who you may have a little problem with. Okay, not knowing that's the angel. Okay, sent by Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the form of that brother. Okay, so we must display discipline and love towards each other fervently. Okay, let's go back to the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 and 22. Okay. Say, seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the spirit of unfeigned love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently. Okay, without ceasing. That hot love. Okay. Yeah, man. Alright. Because you're not going to benefit if you're in discipline. All this is a part of discipline. Okay. So let's go back to 1 Peter 4 and 9. Use hospitality one to another generous, without grudging, without murmuring. As every man had received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High. Okay, so each of us have received a gift. Okay, use it to serve one another. Okay, because the scripture tell you each of us have a measure of faith. Okay, so we must what? Use that measure of faith to serve one another and to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, this is Romans 12 and 6. Okay, you can read on down to verse 13. Okay, say, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Okay, each of us have a measure of faith. Okay, we have to use it as the Most High giveth. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Okay, and simplicity really is basically goes back to liberty, sincerity, generosity. Okay, so when it say he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. Let him do it with liberty or freedom. Let him do it being sincerity and generous. Okay, he that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Okay, turn from that which is evil. Be disciplined. Okay, love one another. Love the brotherhood. Cleave to that which is good. Okay, all right. Cleave to that which is good. Okay, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continual, instant in prayer, distributing to the necessities of saints, given to hospitality. Okay, and all of this is a part of being disciplined. Okay, is a part of showing the characteristics of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, once again, you're not going to benefit if you're not disciplined. Okay, so let's go back here to 1 Peter 4 and 10. Okay, as every man had received the gift, even so minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold of grace of the Most High. Okay, now stewards goes back to basically a manager. Okay, all right. Manifold basically is various sorts. Grace, okay, goes back to benefits or services. Okay, so as good managers of the various sorts of benefits or services of the Most High. Okay, So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1 and 2. Okay. Let a man so accounted of us, as of the ministers of a Mashiach, and stewards of the mysteries of the Most High. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. Okay, as 1 Peter 4 and 10 say, good stewards or manifold of the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. All right. So yeah, man, if you don't be disciplined, okay, we have to be disciplined in this truth. Okay, we have to be disciplined. All right, we have to be in obedience to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, keep the commandments, those that we can keep, and have faith in Yahushai. Basically, have faith in this word, because we know Yahushai is the word of the Most High. Okay, so we can end with this precept here, Luke 12 and 41. Okay, check this. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? And the Lord said, Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So though we patiently waiting on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we want him to come and find us continuing in his work, doing his will, not being sluggard, not being disobedient, okay, but being in obedience to him, doing his will, doing his work, okay, not being disciplined, not being disobedient, Salah, but being disciplined, displaying characteristics of his word, of this work, of this word, Salah. Okay, so yeah, man. With that, I hope you was edified with this lesson. So I say until next time, Shalom.